sign.
Is that the difference in same?
Yeah, difference in
I
sign.
never knew that meant. I knew how to do the problem. I just didn't understand that part.
Yeah. So factoring, 5-step method. The 5-step method is set up right here. I like to do it in colors so that you can see them. If you're not using colors, you need to make steps. Otherwise, you won't know what you did and when you did it. Okay? The first step is GCF. What goes into 6, 11, and 10? 1. Yeah. And when you're 1, you're done, right? When it's 1, you're done. You don't, there's no GCF in other words. Okay? So this becomes a 4-step method. Okay? But that's okay. So now 2 means I'm going to take this and I'm going to make these 2 parentheses, and the star is the first coefficient, right? The star is the first coefficient. So I'm going to bring that 6x and 6x into both parentheses. That's it. This is, I can't make this any easier. I really can't. If you follow the steps. Okay? Okay. Step 3, the signs. And like Jacob just said, I bring this sign down, and then this sign right here tells me if they're the same or different. If this sign is a plus, then they are the same, because a sum is the same. Sum, same, right? A sum is the same. But when it's a difference, they are different. I wish I could say that I came up with, I can say I came up with all this. Very intelligent. But that was back in my intelligent days. Now I just ride the wave. So it is different. Okay? So different than plus is minus. It's that simple. Really, follow the steps. Bring down the first coefficient and the first variable into 2 parentheses. And then bring your first sign down. Your second sign tells you if they're the same or different. Okay? Now, step 4. Product and sum. The product is the first coefficient times the last coefficient. So that's 60. Okay? The sum is the middle coefficient. That's 11. And what we do in the sum, we're adding, right? But sometimes we add negative numbers. Is that true? And when you add a negative number, you really subtract, right? So, this is telling us to subtract in the sum. So we're finding the product, right? Which is something multiplies to be 60, but they subtract to be 11. Now I think of 6 and 10 right away, right? So 10 and 6. But they subtract to be 4, right? So that doesn't work. They have to work for both of them. So 10 and 6 doesn't work, it's 4. So I need something just a little bit further apart. Right? So I can go to maybe 5. Right? 5 times what? Five times what is 60? 12? Yeah? Okay, so 12 and 5. But what do they subtract to be? 7, right? Not quite 11. Okay, does 4 go into 60? Okay, how many times?
15.
Huh?
15.
15? Okay, so 4 and 15. And notice I always put the big number first, because 15 minus 4 is, it's 11. So that's exactly what we want. 4 and 15. So 4 times 15 is 60. 15 minus 4 is 11. And see how it's really important which one goes first. So the 15 and 4. I like to think of it as big number first, Okay? And now for the star cleanup. Okay? The star cleanup means, well, 6 times 6 is not 6. We have an extra factor of 6 in there, right? I throw it in there because it makes the numbers a lot easier to deal with. So much easier to deal with the math this way. But we just have to clean it up. So the star is 6. So I need either 6 and 1 or 3 and 2. Okay? So does 6 go into both of these? No. Does 6 go into both of these? No. So it's not 6 and 1. So it better be 3 and 2, right? So does 3 go into both of these? Yes, it does. Does 2 go into both of these? Yes, it does. How many times? 2x plus 5, right? And 3x minus 2. Every time this works. Every time. Five-step method. Okay? There you go.